Happy Friday. It's the Trio Blood Podcast. I am your host, Christian Creasy, here drinking my glass of wine.
And I'm your boy, Lionel Chapman.
Ira Charles.
Yes, and welcome to today's episode where we're going to discuss one of the, one of the best box office franchise horror films that relates to real life, the first Purge. We're going to be discussing over the course the Purge franchise.
Yes.
But today we are going to talk about the first Purge. So, the first Purge came out in 2018.
Yes, sir.
Yes. It's an action horror film directed by Gerard McMurray, written by James DeMarco.
Yes.
Released July 4th on Independence Day, 2018, which is a perfect day for it. Budget was $13 million, and they made over $137.1 million at the box office.
Success.
Yeah, the movie was a hit. I
Success.
remember watching it. So let's talk about the first question, guys.
Okay.
How did you like the film? Honest opinions. We're gonna keep it real.
I love the film. It had some great actors, great antagonists, protagonists, and it's an origin story.
Yeah. I say when I first watched it, I liked it because it sets up the beginning of how it came about.
Mm-hmm.
And it had, in this film, it does relate to real life, I must say.
Yeah.
All of them does, but this one really relates to real life,
For sure.
especially the social issues. We're gonna get into that. Ira, what do you think? I know you had. Be honest now. You talked about the Purge. Let's tell the audience what you thought at first. What's your honest
Let
opinion,
us know, brother.
Well, I just recently saw this film a week and a half ago, 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't too excited about seeing it because if you've seen one Purge, you've seen them all. But as I watched this film, I found out that it's actually pretty good. It's a pretty good film. Few, 1 or 2 annoying characters, but overall, I enjoyed it. Towards the end, it kind of got die-hardish.
Action.
Yeah.
Action horror. It was
But-
action horror.
Overall, I would recommend it to somebody, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I remember we was having a discussion. You didn't.
Yeah.
No, I was very hesitant.
He was like-
I didn't want to watch it.
You've
like-
seen them all.
You
I don't wanna watch
got
it.
24 hours to kill. So what's the theme?
That's it.
What's the theme?
That's it.
That was
24 hours to kill.
it. You was like, you asked what was the difference between the first and the second one.
Nothing.
And what's the difference between the third and the fourth one? I was like, hey, it was honest until you watched it. So, and I explained it was the difference between all of them because each one, I believe, I get some out of. It was like a different undercurrent theme. But this first one actually really talks about today's society.
Yeah.
And I think the recurring theme through all the Purge films is that this can happen in real life. Like my friend Benini, she was telling me she couldn't watch it because it possibly can happen in real life. And it does relate to today because you see the economy is worse. I mean, stuff is going up. Inflation is going up. People in jobs are not making the living to meet the cost. And you see all over the country, you go on social media, you see break-ins, you see stores being looted, stores being robbed. I mean, I saw in California somebody, they was taking in Best Buy, all the PS5 Slims on display.
That's crazy.
And the store people can't do nothing because of that California, you can't,
Yeah.
stop them. You just gotta let them take it and run out the door. It's just it's getting wild. And people are getting desperate, and crime is going up. Since the pandemic, a lot of people don't want to be police officers, so people quitting
Tough job.
jobs. Yeah, so, and I think
That's that's the go off what you're saying. That's why I like the Demetrius character. You know, he was a neighborhood drug dealer, but at the same time, he had some principle and morals to himself. And him and his crew had to police.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Police the area, you know, from these people who's trying to purge on the innocent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know.
And I think what really like stuck out when I was doing my research and I was looking on the Hollywood Reporter, this article came back out in July 8th, like 4 days after the release of the first Purge, dated July 8th. Article written by Trey Mangum or Magnum. Sorry, I mispronounced your name, buddy. Sorry. But he was talking about how the systemic racial stuff that happened with the Purge. As you see, the new
NFI.
Yeah, the new founding fathers of America set this whole thing up. They rich, they powerful, political figures as well. And he was talking about right here. He's saying the renaissance of of films that played in real life horror comes after films doing this. Sorry, the renaissance of this films that play on real life horror comes after films doing this for years. Yeah, one of the most notable of Samuel Fuller's Unflinching White Dog, 1982, revolving around a white German shepherd that is trained to kill black people on sight. Another selective is George A. Romero, Night of the Living Dead, 1968, which wasn't initially intended to be contemporary on racism and racial relations, but in the film we see our heroic character at the end, after fighting off a zombie attack, being killed by some white men. Not to mention we see in 92, what's another famous horror film that came out in 92? Candyman.
Yeah.
Directed by Bernard Rose, which places a lynching at the center of a fantastical myth, only to be Jehoshaphat by race, class relations in Chicago. So, it does kind of relate to real life. And you see here the founding fathers doing the same thing. And one thing that stuck out to me is that they was doing this as an experiment in the film.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminds me of the, if I go to my notes, my research, it kind of reminds me of the first part is shown as an experiment from the NFFA on black projects in Staten Island, New York, right? Which is a similar reflection to the Tuskegee experiment.
Interesting. I didn't think
Which was the CDC in the United American Public Health. If I'm pronouncing that right, let me go to the notes. United States Public Health, where nearly 600 African American men experimented on to see what the effects of syphilis. The study was conducted from 1932 to 1972.
Damn.
It's kind of similar to what we see in the first part. They want to see how this is going to affect.
Prime example. During COVID, when they was
the vaccine?
tearing up these stores, looting and everything.
Okay.
And you had certain individuals disguised as, you know, regular residents of Chicago, law enforcement, you know, throwing rocks, kicking off riots. And then in this film, you know, you got white supremacists, mercenaries dressed as gangbangers, you know.
Doing the same thing. Remember the madman they sent in there? Because they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
People in the projects, they was like, hell no, we ain't about to kill our own people and do this. It's crazy. So.
The funny thing to me was it starts out with the founding fathers basically saying, if you want to purge and you want to get this money, this incentive, you have to tell us why. And a lot of them say, okay, we're angry, we're upset. And as the movie goes on, once the purge actually starts, none of these people really purge. The only thing they do is party. So that says a lot about the people of Staten Island. Excuse me. That says a lot about the mindset of black people.
Yeah.
If you want to just call it what it is, they weren't pretty much too interested in killing. I think it was more of a night to be free.
Yeah.
Let's,
you know what I
let's
mean?
dress sexy. Let's dress up in costumes.
There you go. It was a big party.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was a good way too, because it's like, if we're gonna purge, let's do it the right way.
Let's
party, because everything it seems
It's
like
legal.
Yeah.
is legal,
Right.
And it's based off a feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because we feel angry, we want to release this anger. We
There
feel
you go.
sad and depressed. I want to release, so let's party.
Yeah.
But the founding fathers wasn't having it.
Let's send this psychopath in.
Because it wasn't giving them the reaction that they were hoping for.
The views.
The views,
Yeah.
correct. And so Buddy went to the back, made the phone call. And next thing you know, all this mayhem is starting to take place.
Yeah.
And at the end of the film, it actually worked, and hence kicked off the whole purge thing. You have which leads us also with the rest of the films. We're gonna get into it later if we talk about the rest of the films. That how people, just like Hollywood, a reflection of Hollywood, how Hollywood profits off of people's tragedy and misery. What happened later on in the franchise, you go to the first one with Ethan Hawke, he has a security company. He's a business. And people, and throughout the rest of the Purge films, you see people selling stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, the Purge tonight, here, buy this, endorse our security company. We can help set up good reinforcement walls so you can purge. Here's some weapons if you want to purge. Here's some Purge memorabilia. All
Taking
money for
advantage
profit. And the founding fathers knew that because it was money for profit. I mean, this is nothing new with Hollywood. Look at all the Jeffrey Dahmer stories we got.
Yeah.
Look what Netflix.
That was insane, bro.
That was insane with the new Netflix show, and not with the fictional Netflix show with Peter Evans. Shout out to Peter Evans, did a great job. But the documentary too.
Yeah.
Still making money off the tragedy
Of these victims,
these victims and their families.
So are these families being compensated?
They
or
not.
No,
They not.
they not. They barely not. They not.
They not.
Same thing with John Wayne Gacy and all the rest. And that's how it was in the first.
People
Purge.
got to be accountable, man.
Yeah, and how the first Purge, it was like money now.
Yeah.
It made money.
You know, they sent Dr. May, Marissa Tomei.
Tomei, yeah.
Played her, so I guess they wanted to kind of start it as a psychological. Let's evaluate these people, see where they head at, and
Because of where they're coming from, they figured this has to be the area where a lot of violence will happen. Because these people are so mad about their situations, and she started to notice that, and sorry, spoiler alerts.
Where's all these masked people coming from? Check it out. But she starts to notice, where are these masked people coming from?
Yep.
And so her wheels start turning, and she starts to investigate a little bit more, and she finds out that, hey, this is staged. So, in so many words, it's staged, and she doesn't make it to the end credits, I say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's also, too, what you see in the first Purge, is how they control the narrative. Hence, like today, it also relates to today's real-life story. Because remember Colin Kaepernick? Yeah. When he took the knee? It wasn't about the fucking flag. It was about the police brutality. It was never about the flag.
Never.
But, political figures hijacks it and made it about the flag, and the media makes it about the flag. And any issue, it doesn't matter. It always get politicized. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Politicized, and it gets hijacked to turn around for their narrative. Whoever, the media is known to do that all the time with not just Colin Kaepernick, it's with everything.
East Coast, West Coast beef, Tupac and
I
Biggie.
was just thinking that.
East Coast, West Coast beef.
I was just thinking that.
What's another one? The OJ trial?
Yeah. OJ.
We know what OJ did.
We know that for sure.
Wink, wink.
He couldn't fit the gloves. Man.
But it just happened in so many. But that's what happened in first Purge too.
Yeah.
It was this controlled narrative and to make it, to manipulate. That's why I can see why it can happen, because today, as you can see, when the whole George Floyd thing, all the looting happened, all the rioting happened. Like you said, some of the setup was happening. I saw one video that actually laid out actual bricks. Nice, like it looked like it was about to be a bricklayer construction site. And the two smart people, one black and white gentleman, young fella, rolled us like, this is bullshit. They trying to set us up.
Yeah.
I'm like, we in our group, we out here protesting legally, the right way. They just trying to set us up.
Yeah. Did you peep the one scene in the film where the black guys at the baseball stadium and all these cops are surrounded?
Yeah.
That was crazy, man. But what did you guys think about actress Lex Scott Davis, who plays the activist? Is it Anaya?
You can look it up.
I think she overdid her part in some cases. She was one of the annoying characters to me, only because she was too preachy. It seemed like every other word she was preaching, and that's a little boring.
You can only do so much of that.
You can only do so much. So every time she got on the screen, I was like,
oh, you talking about actress Nia Charms, right?
Yeah.
Who plays Alexi.
Nothing against the actress. Yeah. Maybe it was just how the film was written or the dialogue was written for her character.
Right.
But no, it just got annoying.
I think some parts for me and her scene, it was a little annoying. And some of it came off preaching.
Yeah.
It's like you don't need to be no Dr. King right now. Just talk.
Yeah.
It's just get your point across. But I think she did overall a good job. It's just some people don't like the Isaiah character.
Yeah, played by Javon Wade. I just think he needed to grow some balls in the film, because you get yourself in this predicament, then big sister, a female, got to come save little brother.
But that's the spin on it. It's usually big brother coming to save big sister. So I can give that.
But on this night, this certain night, they purging.
Yeah.
You got a woman out here looking for a brother.
True.
Like,
Yeah.
but you should have been with your people.
But he did play a hell of a job in at Cyborg, at HBO's.
Oh yeah. Salute to you, brother.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Salute to you.
Oh yeah. Overall, all the actors, like the guy that played 7 and 7, he was good.
Yeah. I actually liked seeing him in a couple films. I enjoyed him in the bank robber film with 50 Cent now. He did a dope job in that,
I know what you're talking
They had a nice cast. They had can't believe I don't know this guy's name. He currently plays on thank you, sir. Steve Harris. Wood Harris' older brother.
Oh yeah. He was in.
They was the
Medea.
OGs. They were OGs.
He was in Medea.
Luna Lauren. Remember her from back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Dolores was funny.
Oh yeah, Dolores was hilarious.
She was hilarious.
She was the comic relief of the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, the film was amazing.
Yeah, you guys did a great job. It was very believable.
Yeah.
I want to see the young guy, Wylan Neo. I would love to see him in more films.
I thought.
I think I seen him in one film, but I would definitely like to see him in more. Maybe we gonna put you in some more stuff, man. Come be in our project.
He was big on Insecure.
Yes, he was.
It was Doom Patrol he played in.
Okay.
Jovan Wade. He was he played Cyborg in HBO Max Doom Patrol. Shout out, man. Hell of a job, bro. Hell of a job.
So, outside of the new fathers I'm sorry.
The new founding
the
fathers
new founding fathers
of America.
being the antagonist. We also had another antagonist, Skeletor,
Yeah.
who opens the film with all his rage and anger.
Yeah.
And he actually has a conflict with the brother. What's his name? Isaiah. So, and I just want to speak to his character as well, and it shows that he was not all bad, because when the fake what were they called, the military people went to the apartment where everybody was holding up.
Yeah.
Skeletor came there, but he wound up fighting the militia.
Yeah.
So he wasn't all bad. He was there to get even with Isaiah.
Yeah.
But he still had some type of morals and values outside of all of his anger.
I'm gonna have to.
Maybe he wasn't even going to do anything to Isaiah.
I'm gonna have to. I feel different about that.
Okay, what you got?
I think it's like, okay.
Now we know he was there to make money.
No. His purpose was there to kill.
Right.
But it was like a dog fight. Give me this meat. Oh, okay,
Right,
you
right,
motherfuckers
right.
in my way. You know.
Okay.
So I just saying stopping him from getting his goal to hurt Isaiah and whoever else is in the way. Mm-hmm. That's why he was there. You know.
I think he was like a representation also on how everybody feels too in today's society about you know about trying to achieve your goals, and you just keep getting hit with life and hit with the government, hit with all this shit too. That's where I took it from when I saw Skeletor.
Okay.
Yeah. But that dude was, I liked him. He was no joke.
Yeah, his character was creepy.
He could be like the Punisher's cousin or something. you know.
Another Jigsaw like character from the Punisher.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Jigsaw from Punisher from Marvel. Yeah.
This film also speaks on loyalty too.
Yeah.
Within oh my goodness, Dimitri's gang.
Yeah.
He was the head, and then you have the radicals within the group who wanted to purge and do their own thing, but Dimitri was like, nah, that's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna lay low, we're gonna protect our product, we're gonna protect our money, we're gonna do this. But he had his own agenda, and he wound up sending some girls to try to kill Isaiah.
Yeah.
So gotta watch the loyalty too.
Yeah. Loyalty is everything.
Yeah.
So this film touched on a whole lot of things.
Yeah. It's also touch on what happens when you try to come down on the community, how the community will
Come together.
and protect their own, no matter what the circumstances is.
That's exactly what they did. They came together.
You know, that's a good representation that today, like, we all need to have a good community and come together.
Yeah.
You know.
Because you said, especially at the end, you seen how they was all together as one. Like, man, that person over there hurt, get them.
And it triggered the revolution for the rest of the Purge films. You see a new leader rose throughout there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So heck
True.
yeah. So
True.
any final thoughts?
My thoughts is I would love to see the protagonists from different films all come together in one film and see how this Purge stuff ends. Or will it end? You know.
Well,
that'd be dope.
Rumor has it that Frank Grillo is coming back to return in the Purge.
It would be cool to see his character, Dimitri's character. You know. Yeah.
So the last one was the Purge Forever.
Yeah, I really didn't care too much for that one.
Because they only had 24 hours to do it. Wasn't nothing new in that damn movie. That's what it boiled.
It didn't do that good at the box office either. It didn't. I think it came out at a bad time, and then, like you said, the idea was people got tired of that idea. And, you know.
Yeah. So go check out The Purge. The first Purge is really good.
Check it out. Get your popcorn.
Tell us what you think about it. What did you get from it? do you agree with some of the stuff we said or disagree? You know, we can all disagree. We all mature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please like, share, follow. Like I said, we on Spotify. We on
Amazon.
Google Play, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio.
Yep.
And you can also see the visuals on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Follow us on YouTube. We on TikTok, trio_of_horror. Check us out on Instagram. That's trio_3_horror. And, follow us.
Mm-hmm.
Comment, share with everybody, guys. We love to build more followings. I love the support. We love to engage with our audience.
Yes.
And big shout out to all the ones who've been following us for all this time, that's been supporting us. We really appreciate you. And we're going to continue to push and grow this podcast, engage in more horror, more stories, and, and have fun.
Yes.
So
I want to piggyback on you real fast before we exit this episode. Caesar.5469. We back, baby. We love that you've been following us.
Yay.
We love that you made your comment and said, yes, you guys are back. Hey,
salute Caesar.
Thank you so much.
Caesar.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
who else? It is, I'm sorry, I just had it. Wolf Knight Productions. Thank you very much
Thank you,
for
Wolf
following
Knight.
and commenting on our last episode.
Thank you.
We appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Until then, tune in to the next episode of the Trio Blood Podcast.
You thought I wasn't coming in?
I knew he was coming in. That's why I took my headphones off.
You thought I wasn't coming in?